looking ahead again to next season, and in particular to 2017. We've got the Lions coming up. Let's go back to the first tour, the successful series in 2013. Your first ever outing for the Lions. How was that? Describe that experience for us.
It's difficult to describe in all honesty. You know, a lot of the boys that I toured with were actually my heroes growing up. You know, Brian O'Driscoll was, you know, my hero growing up, and to have actually played a game with them was unbelievable. And just the other guys are going about, you know, Jamie Heaslip, you know, these boys you grow up watching. To be a part of it and to be a part of a winning Lions series was incredible. And you know, I might not have played a test match, but I learned a lot about myself in that too.
What did you learn?
That you can train with a hangover.
Can't argue with that. There goes the psychology for the night. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, obviously learning for these players. You know, they've been around a long time, and you know, I see the different. You know, obviously you're with the Scotland boys. You know how they train. You know how they. You know, conduct themselves off the field, but this was just, you know, a different level of professionalism, and as I said, I did learn a lot, and I believe since that tour I became more professional in what I do as well. So yeah, it's just amazing to have been a part of it.
How far in advance did they tell you that you were in the squad? Is it a case of you find out when we find out, or is it a case that you get a call a day before?
We found out at the exact same time as everybody else. I remember doing it. It was on the training pitch with Chris Patterson, actually doing a kicking session, and you know, there was, you know, a lot of people are branding about it, and you're like, was I going to watch it? Was I not? And I think Greg had actually put it on in the main changing room for us, but I couldn't watch it. I couldn't sit there with the rest of the boys and watch it. I had to, so I ran in, I got my phone, got onto the Sky Go app, and in the middle of the kicking session, it started to come on, and I think my name was second read out, and I screamed like a little girl. And yeah, so obviously it was just unbelievable to see your name up there, and yeah.
The youngest player on the tour as well.
Yeah, that came with its challenges as well. I had to carry Bill the mascot around every single place I went, whether that be the gym, training pitch, or a player appearance. And the first weekend we had, it was in Wales, in the Vale, and it went missing 3 times in the first day, and it was 20 quid a fine every time it went. I was, well, that's delighted. I was delighted with that, but yeah, it came with its challenges. Obviously, the little bits and pieces that boys didn't want to do, it was down to the youngest. We flew from, I think it was Perth, across to Sydney, and there was one seat for the players that wasn't in business class, and I hate flying, so I wanted just to lie down and sleep away. And the youngest, obviously, I was in the cattle class right at the very back with Bill sitting on my knee, which was magic. But yeah, no, it came with its challenges, but it was incredible.
Here's hoping that won't happen next time around. And the final question is anonymous, but I think top one of the night. Is this a rumour, or is it not? Are you related to George Best?
Yes, in some way. So off my dad's side of the family, you know, his parents both died relatively young, so he was always wanting to find out his family history and where they were all from. And it was after I got my first cap, actually, that the Irish got in touch, and you know, just an incredible family, and you can see the resemblance in all the different. Well, not that way. Not that way. You can see the looks on, you know, the Irish relatives to my dad. You know, they're fairly similar, which is a shame. But yeah, we had a little bit of fun with this in the beginning, saying that, you know, my brother was a talented rugby player as well when he was younger, but he had 2 bad ACL injuries, and we always say that he got the drinking side of the family, and I got the talent, which is probably something we don't want to talk about very much.